Real 2K rosters, recapping the games for November 2nd, 2023. Unfortunately, lost the audio in the last video. You should definitely be able to hear me, though, in this one. I appreciate the people that reached out and let me know that they could not hear me. That's great. It means that people are actually watching and actually want to hear what I have to say. So thank you, thank you. Let's get on with the video. Victor Wembanyama had his best career game as the Spurs beat the Phoenix Suns 132 to 121. Spurs move up to 3-2 on the season. Spurs shot 52% from the field in this one. Not a lot of defense played here as both teams couldn't really stop each other. 19 of 37 on threes for the Spurs, 49%. Wemby, 38 points, a career high, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, 15 of 26 from the field, 3 of 6 on threes, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He's going to make the All-Star team as a rookie. Zach Collins had his best game of the year, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 3 on threes. Devin Vassell, 17 points, 7 of 10 from the field, also 3 of 3 on threes. Jeremy Sohan had 14 points and a career high 9 assists. His previous high was 6, so point guard experiment's working out so far. Trey Jones also chipped in 12 points and 10 assists, whereas my guy. And then Keldon Johnson, he struggled from the field in this one, shooting only 3 for 11, but chipped in 7.7 rebounds and 6 assists. Quiet game overall, but he has been playing well and had one of the bigger buckets against the Suns the other night. And then going back to the Suns, they dropped 2-3 on the year. Devin Booker returned, so he had a big impact in this game. 31 points, 13 assists, 10 of 19 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Kevin Durant was also solid, 28 points, 6 rebounds, 10 of 15 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. An uncharacteristic 5 of 9 from the free throw line, but lost the one-on-one matchup to Victor Wembanyama. Grayson Allen did his best Bradley Beal impression with 16 points on 4 of 5 shooting. And then Keita Bates-Diop got dusted off against his former team and chipped in 13 points. The Suns overall, they shot 54% from the field and 50% from 3, 16 of 32 on threes. So even better than the Suns, but they lost the rebound battle and didn't force as many turnovers as the Spurs did. So that is why they got the loss. And moving over to the 76ers, they beat the Toronto Raptors 114 to 99, move up to 3-1 on the season. Joel Embiid had another MVP caliber performance, 28 points, 8 of 22 from the field, 12 of 13 from the line, though, making up for it there. 13 rebounds and 7 assists. His assist rate is up from last season. Tobias Harris is having a better year than last year, as he's being asked to take on a larger scoring role again. 23 points on an efficient 10 of 17 shooting. Kelly Oubre moved into the starting lineup. 23 points, 8 of 13 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3. He has been very efficient to start the year as well. He started at small forward, so I changed his position, as this is the lineup that the Sixers ran with. We'll see if that changes once the new recruits get acclimated. Tyrese Maxey had a quietish game, but still chipped in 18 points. Furkan Korkmaz, he returned from the dead. 10 points on 4 of 7 shooting in 22 minutes. Only his second game of the season and played only 3 minutes in his first game. So I may have to boost his overall rating just a little bit. I don't know if he's going to stick in the rotation. It probably depends on how fast guys like Robert Covington and Kenyon Martin Jr. get acclimated. But Covington and Martin, for what it's worth, they played 75 seconds of garbage time in this one. Marcus Morris was a DNP and Nick Batum was inactive. So just glancing at what I got for the positions: point guard, shooting guard for the Sixers, small forward, although technically Korkmaz played the 3 in this one. I believe he was Oubre's backup, and then Beverly Melton and Maxey split the minutes at the 1 and the 2. And then Harris and maybe Springer played the minutes at the 4, because again, none of these guys actually got into the game. And then Reed played all the minutes that Joel Embiid did not. Hopping on over to Toronto, they were on a back-to-back, and they fell to 2-4 on the season. Scotty Barnes has continued his play. He's been the best player on the Raptors this year. 24 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. I got to analyze his ratings and get him up. Um, Dennis Schroeder, likewise another player I need to work on the rating for. 13 points, 10 assists. OG Anunoby, he had 16 points in this one. Pascal Siakam, I got to downgrade his rating a bit. I don't think he's going to repeat as an all-star this year. Quiet, 10 points on 5 of 11 shooting. Did not attempt a free throw in 33 minutes. Heading over to the Pelicans, who are off to a surprising start. They beat the Pistons 125-116, despite being on a back-to-back, and moved up to 4-1 on the season. Because it was the second game of a back-to-back, Zion did not dress. The box score said D&D rest. He is 23 years old, but obviously he is recovering from a lot of injuries, etc. So that's fine. Brandon Ingram also missed his third straight game, so Pelicans were definitely shorthanded for this one. Could have totally understood if they lost, but the Pistons aren't exactly the toughest competition either. Jonas Valanciunas, 23 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, 9 of 16 from the field, 2 of 3 on threes. He usually plays well without Zion, so he was able to help lead them to a win. CJ McCollum stepped up with 33 points on 10 of 23 shooting, 10 of 11 from the free throw line, 5 assists. And then Herb Jones, he started at power forward in this one, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 4 blocks, 6 of 7 from the field, and 9 of 9 from the free throw line. This is the player that Asar Thompson hopes to become. More on him in just a second. Matt Ryan, he got the start for Zion, despite being on a two-way contract. 20 points on 6 of 8 from 3, doing his best Trey Murphy impression. He's one of the better guys on a two-way contract. Probably, shades of Duncan Robinson. They're the same height and weight, actually, and similar skill sets. Probably should earn a standard contract at some point. The Pelicans do have an open roster spot, so he could end up earning that once he fulfills all of his once he hits his two-way maximum. And talking about the two ways, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, he signed a two-way contract with the Pelicans today, replacing Kaiser Gates on the roster. I need to decrease the rating for Jeremiah Robinson Earl, as 76 is really high for a player on a two-way contract. I don't anticipate that he's going to be in the rotation, especially when guys like Najee Marshall, etc., are healthy. I would not put him, even dating back to OKC last year, I wouldn't have him on the level of Larry Nance or Cody Zeller. This is 2K's rating. I'd have him in like the 72 to 73 range. So I got to do a lot of rating cleanup with various role players. Speaking of rating cleanup with various role players, Jordan Hawkins shot 1 for 7 from the field, started another game for Brandon Ingram in this one. He has shot 11 of 39 from the field in those 3 starts, 28%, so not doing a lot with his opportunity. Dyson Daniels is definitely the better player, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists for Daniels in this one. And let's go finish off with the Orlando. Oh, sorry, I got to do the Pistons. Derp, who lost to the Pelicans in this one. Cade Cunningham, 22 points, 11 assists, but only 8 of 22 from the field in this one. Asar Thompson, I got to work on his rating as well. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, so a solid overall game, but not shooting the ball very efficiently at all. Had a 44 true shooting on 19% usage entering this game. And he did himself no favors here, shooting 5 of 17 from the field, over 6 on threes, 6 of 7 from the line. 17 field goal attempts for a player like he's a defensive role player, and I understand that they're developing him and working on the studio. He's seeing what he can and can't do, in the studio space or whatever you want to call it. But a couple smarter shots, I think. They have other guys who can put the ball in the hole on this team, like a Jaden Ivey. Normally, Alec Burks is one of those, but he missed his second straight game. Marcus Sasser has been playing well in his absence. Sasser had 19 points. 19 points on 5 of 8 from 3. So I probably am going to have to boost his overall rating. Isaiah Stewart, he chipped in 11 points and 8 rebounds. Jalen Duren returned from a one-game absence, had 12 points and 5 rebounds. And then Killian Hayes had one of his better games, 10 points and 9 assists. But overall, just wasn't enough. And obviously, the Pistons, as you can see, have a lot of injuries and aren't the most talented team in the world. A little bit shorthanded. But yeah, I think if Asar Thompson just had a little bit better of shot selection, maybe they could have stolen this one against the Pelicans. And then let's finish off with the Orlando Magic, who beat the Utah Jazz 115 to 113. Magic move up to 3-2 on the season. Markel Fultz was a DNP in this game, so Gary Harris got the start, moving Jalen Suggs to point guard. Suggs was awful as usual. 6 points on 1 of 7 shooting. Did have 4 steals though in 21 minutes, so most of the point guard minutes ended up going to Cole Anthony. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. 31 minutes off the bench. Paolo Banchero had his best game of the season. 30 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 9 of 13 from the field, and then 11 of 15 from the free throw line. Obviously, Detroit, not the greatest defense in the world, so he was able to get going. And then Franz Wagner chipped in 21 points as well. Sorry, I said the Detroit Pistons. It's late. I'm recording this at 4 a.m. Against the Utah Jazz. Lauri Markkanen, 22 points, 7 rebounds. I don't think that he's an all-star this year, just due to the health of Kawhi and Zion. Kawhi Leonard missing most of the year last year, probably the ultimate reason why Lauri ended up making the all-star team. Not to discount what he did at all last season, but it's 12 spots and somebody's got to miss the team, right? John Collins, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. His best shooting game of the season, season high on the three-pointers made, so maybe we can boost his three-point rating up a little bit. Jordan Clarkson, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 of 20 from the field, so his shooting has been pretty up and down all year, and Talon Horton-Tucker had 15 points, 8 assists. Walker Kessler, he had 5 blocks in 25 minutes. His minutes have been a little limited because he's not a great fit with John Collins. Although if John Collins can hit 3 threes a game, you can definitely get a little more playing time for Walker Kessler. Kelly Olynyk did not play much in this game as a result. So that's all for Thursday, and check back for Friday's games, and I'll try to have a little more of a ratings focus in the next video. I'm going to get into some rating edits right now before I go to bed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.